it needs to be. Are those who voted for Trump, are y'all happy right now? That will be discussed down below. Also, moving forward with this channel, that will be discussed. And actually, what have I been watching will also be discussed here as well. So let's just get to. Alright, up first is what happened to the channel. I don't know. Let's start off by that. I do not know. I don't like. It took everything in me. Y'all do not understand. It took everything in me to come back to YouTube. I was never going to delete my YouTube channel because I need YouTube for my Patreon, but it took everything. When I say everything, I mean it took everything in me to come back to YouTube. And a lot of you better be thinking, Devin, because absolutely not. I go into complete full detail on Patreon. I even read like the email word for word. I'm not doing that here on YouTube. I will be summarizing it here, but if you want to know like in depth, go to Patreon. But I will break it down, briefly here. So everything started, I would say, right around Thanksgiving. That's when things started, right? So I would say the weekend going into Thanksgiving, or anyway, somewhere around that time, I noticed that I went from 15.4 to 14.9. And so I didn't care at that moment. I did not, because one thing I've learned even from my first YouTube channel, that YouTube does do a sweep. They do a sweep of like bots, inactive accounts, all that stuff. If anyone thinks or thinking about like buying subscriptions or followers or whatever, that's the time that YouTube will get you. They will get you. They will get you. They will get you. Right? So I just thought that when I went from 15.4 to 14.9, that was just YouTube sweep, bots, inactive accounts. And through this whole ordeal, that's when I found out that many people do have more than one YouTube account. So again, YouTube goes around and just gets rid of all those inactive accounts. Okay, no big deal. After that was done, we went from 15.4 to 14.9. After the sweep, we were back up to 15.3 in like a week and a half, right? No big deal. Okay. It wasn't until it was after Thanksgiving and then like right before Christmas, within that month. I'm not sure exactly when I checked back. I was looking at my comments and then I realized that we were no longer in the 15s. We weren't even in the 14s. And I'm like, what the hell? And so as I'm looking at it, right, anytime I'm refreshing the YouTube or YouTube Studios, anytime I refreshed, I was losing 3, 5, losing. Now we're up to like thousands of subscribers, right? So again, anytime I refreshed, I was losing subscribers. After I got up to 1,500 of losing subscribers, I then reached out to YouTube. So on YouTube Studio, there is a section that, content creators can reach out for help. So I hit the button. Now, after I hit the button, there was a little chat that came afterwards. I don't know if that was a real person. I don't know if that was an AI. I can't answer that question, but I was sitting up here talking to someone. And the conversation lasted maybe like 15-20 minutes. But after that conversation, again, whether I was talking to a robot, AI, bots, all three, I don't know. But after I was done with that conversation, I then got an email in regards to everything we spoke about. And it came from YouTube. It said, okay, per the last conversation, your concerns are about this, and that. This is your, IP number for YouTube. Is everything correct here? Did we miss anything? So I'm like, okay, they got the conversation down. Cool. I marked everything was okay, and that was that. Okay, a day later, I got another email stating that my concerns or my YouTube channel is now going to be sent to the engineering department because something is clearly wrong. I don't know how fast they were able to determine that within 24 hours, but they let me know that they were taking my account and they were right? And so I'm like on the phone and I'm like, what? So they're telling me that since, I might have bought the subscribers, that the money they gave me is not real or some nonsense, because they would have been bots or not real people watching my views. Some bullshit. Whatever it was, I wasn't for it. I wasn't here for it. I didn't want to hear nothing else. I just was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to blame the creator, because you guys can't give me an actual reasoning on why this is going on with my account. So now it's a whole different discussion, like with another department, right? 2 days after that whole discussion of them like telling me that they're gonna take the money back or they weren't real views or some bullshit, I just stayed completely off for 2 days, because now I'm getting irritated. And then I get another email back from the engineering department. Guess what? YouTube noticed that they had a bug, and that YouTube was apologizing, and that they were gonna fix it right away and all this stuff, and just bear with them. And so let's just say, 'cause I remember saying to myself, okay, I'm not gonna go back on YouTube until they fix this shit. Let's just say I got that email that everything was fixed. I remember reading, stating that I should wait until the end of the week or the weekend, right? Okay, cool. So I got that email either like Wednesday or Thursday. So I said, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I did not touch YouTube. I didn't check it or nothing. Monday, I log on and I go back to YouTube Studios. The same shit is happening again. Every time I refresh, I'm losing subscribers. So now, we're in the 13s. Now we were in the 12s, right? And then we actually hit like 11-9, right? Where we are now. Matter of fact, where are we now? Let me just double check this, because I had to stay off. So we were like at 11-9. Devin almost had a heart attack. My mouth dropped, and YouTube is telling me that give them until the end of the week and it'll get better, blah blah blah. So I wrote back YouTube that nothing's fixed. It actually got worse, and I've heard nothing back from YouTube. Absolutely nothing back. After they said, though, congratulations, it's really not your fault, it's YouTube's fault, and blah blah blah, and everything should be restored, and sorry for the inconvenience. Nope, absolutely nothing. It just got worse. So after it got to like 11-9, everyone was telling me just to get off you, just leave it alone, just let it go. And so I let it go. I just said, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna let this bother me. But it wasn't until, I'm not sure what sparked this part, but it wasn't until, and Devin was telling me that he was unsubscribed. Now, and Devin does have 2 accounts, right? But on both accounts, for some strange reason, he was unsubscribed. And, Devin, out of every person on this planet, he'd be the only one who would never unsubscribe, right? Like, Devin's more in tune into how many views, my comments, and my subscriber count than I am, right? So the moment he said that, I asked my oldest nephew. He was also unsubscribed, and then my mother was also unsubscribed, and then other people, little by little by little, were telling me that they were also unsubscribed. And these are people that I talk to on a regular basis, right? So then I make a post on the community post asking people to make sure that they were still subscribed, right? Some were not. And then as if YouTube is out here unsubscribing my subscribers for no reason. They are not pushing out my videos now, like, at all. They weren't pushing them out then, but now they're not pushing it out. They're unsubscribing my followers. It's just, why? And this is after, like, my first channel. Like, I'm so sick and tired of YouTube messing with me when like, there's people out here who are doing the most. There's people out here half naked on their channel. There's people out here who talk about the craziest topics. There's people out here who don't even use, like, the words like unalive or whatever, and their channel is just flourishing. Meanwhile, I try to stick to every guideline as possible. I try to do this, I try to do that. I can't even, like, have my own opinion on YouTube anymore, right? And so with all of that, I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. Like, the last channel, then this channel, I kept on going. I tried, but, like, I'm just not motivated anymore. And, you know, at one point I was like, God, I'm not taken seriously, or I'm not appreciated. But then I said to myself, oh, that's so far from the truth, because I love it when you guys let me know you recognize my hard work. And it's just like comments like that keep me going. Don't need no money, don't need this, don't need that. Just by people acknowledging all the hard work I'm doing and research and everything else, and my storytelling, right? But you can just think about how incredibly frustrated I am when I do sit here and I try to bring, you know, the stories, the entertainment, the topics, and I put all this hard work into it, and, you know, then YouTube is just like, yeah, not good enough. It's just like, I already have a lot against me. I don't do the regular ASMR stuff, right? I'm not exactly the prettiest must involve you care, right? Like, but those who say, oh, I know you don't just do YouTube just for the money. Here's the thing, would you have that same attitude if you have a job that you like and realize you did not get paid that Friday, and you go to your boss and you say, hey, where is my check? Are you going to be okay? And give your boss a high five when he sits there and says to you, well, I know you don't come to work. I know you don't work a 9 to 5 for the money. Right? Save me the bullshit. I love doing what I do. I love the research. I love the entertainment. However, nobody wants to work for free. And especially if you are in a situation where you cannot work for free, there's a difference, right? But nobody, even if you're a doctor or a teacher, you might love to teach, you might love kids, you might love, putting a planning book together. But just because you love it, does that mean you shouldn't get paid or deserve to get paid for it? That's crazy. That's crazy. Nobody wants to work for free. And so my whole thing is, if that YouTube is going to treat me this way, then I'll take all my energy and just put it into Patreon or something else, because I'm not going to be sitting up here doing videos and YouTube is unsubscribing my subscribers. They're not pushing my videos out. It's just annoying. And then when things go wrong, YouTube wants to blame the creator at first. It's just like, really? So yeah, yeah, I don't know. So that's part 1 of this ramble venting video. That is part 1. I need to make sure I write down these timestamps. If I only knew what I did with my pen. Yeah. Okay, next. Question. Everyone, and I'm gonna ask this question respectfully. Everyone who voted for Trump. Everyone who voted for Trump. Are y'all happy with yourselves right now? Like, when you turn on the television or social media, whatever, are you happy on what's happening in the US? Because there's no one else to blame but the people who voted for Trump, respectfully. So, I went into a whole vent, like 31 minutes on Patreon. I will not do this here, 31 minutes anyway, but I will vent because I need some answers. I just need to know people's thought process right now. I do. Because within the 2 weeks, there's a couple of things I've learned. Number 1, I learned that Americans saying, "But Trump, we're white. Why are you doing this to us?" The audacity, and then the fact that you are bold enough to come on social media and say, "Whoa, Trump, I'm white." So, you're cool with Trump deporting people as long as they were dark-skinned, right? But now that some white people are infected, it's like, Trump, please help. Crazy. Then, and there's a couple of wives crying on social media. Then we have the Latino community on social media, YouTube, begging, crying, asking for help. And so the ones who are asking for help, they were also asked, "Why did you vote for Trump in the first place?" Their response was, "Well, we figured if enough Latino or the Spanish community voted for him, he would think that he was loved and he would leave us alone." Where the did you get that from? Because see, here's my problem. Everyone that's crying, Trump is doing everything he promised he would. He is doing everything that he said he was going to do. Really, like Trump, the mass deportation, he's been talking about that for God knows when. So y'all thought he was kidding. And then when he's making good on his threats, now y'all want to cry. I'm so confused. Again, Trump told us he was going to do that. So now we have people asking for forgiveness. We have the deportation into play. Also too, Trump was trying to distance himself from Project 25, and then we had Republicans telling us to stop crying because Trump has said many of times that Project 25 he had nothing to do with. Are we still singing that same song, or are you guys realizing that he tried to distance himself, and now that he won, he don't have to do shit? So, how do we now feel about Project 25? What else? Let's see. So we also talk about the DEI. Got rid of any organizations basically that can fight for equal rights. That's lovely. Oh, and by the way, those organizations and those, DEI now, they find themselves out of work. Now, y'all don't have jobs, right? Y'all work for Trump, but now y'all don't have jobs. And guess what? Now the government won't be helping you out or your family. Oh yeah, we'll get to SNAP in a minute. So yeah. And now because of the DEI, now Amazon will be affected, Walmart and other, big companies will now be massively hit. Back to the deportation though, also too, because of the mass deportation, workers are not going to work. Which means what? Oh, I know. Our crops are not getting picked. Which means what? Oh, I know. They're either rotting, getting dried out. They're not getting picked. They're not being put onto that truck and, getting delivered to the stores. Yeah, so now that we don't have the workers because they're scared of being, schools and stuff. And the funny part about it is that people are in the US, people are so quick to get rid of immigrants, which I can understand in regards to jobs or whatever. But I have another question. So once these farming jobs are available, are you Americans going to be running to go get them? Because if you were, then how did the immigrants get them? You know, just a question. And did you know that the people we want to send back, do you know, in 2022 alone, did you know that undocumented immigrants paid $92 billion? Let me say that shit again. $92 billion in taxes. And you might be wondering how, because I thought the same thing. Well, it's something called, I think they call it like an IT number or IT VIN number or something like that. So basically how it works is that these people get paid, right? But they get taxes taken out and Social Security and stuff for Medicaid, all that stuff. Now, because they're not citizens, they don't see Social Security, they don't see all that other stuff, right? But they work and taxes get taken out of their checks and it gets put into a funding for, you know, SNAP, Medicaid, Social Security, all that shit. Although they don't get it, they're helping us citizens. They're helping our little funding pot grow, right? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? I bet y'all didn't. Okay. So, then we have the transgenders, you know, my beautiful rainbow community. Again, I'm not sure why you guys are shocked about that. Trump has never said anything lovely about the rainbow community. So, now we only have two genders, no transgenders in the military, prisoners. Everyone has to return to whatever prison they actually belong to. However you were born is what prison you are now going back to. There'll be no other transgender meds in prison at all, right? Again, why are we crying? This is what y'all voted for. Okay, let's see. What else did, cost of eggs. Yeah, that's another one. So let me know, Trump supporters that voted for Trump, let me know, is your supermarket, are you seeing any changes of prices of food, anything? Because in my grocery store, I know eggs have like quadruple in price, right? And I know some people are like, whoa, you know, the Biden administration, nope, because see, the White House secretary, she tried that shit. And so when people are asking her about the cost of eggs and, you know, the cost of food, because, you know, Trump has been dodging those type of questions. Oh, absolutely, he's been dodging those type of questions. And so when the White House security or secretary tried to dodge those questions, they were not letting her go. Oh, absolutely not. They are full of themselves. This $1,000 all federal aid program that consists of Medicaid grants, special education, including personnel, preparation, and research. That's like cancer, HIV, vocational rehab, housing assistance, childcare, suicide hotlines, veterans, PTSD hotlines, school meals. Oh, so now we have kids going to school, our babies are going to school, and now can't even get lunch. That's lovely. Adult protective services gone. Veterans administration grants. Yeah, you're messing with the veterans. That shit is gone. Protection and advocacy, development, disability, independent living, state independent living groups, group homes, foster care, parent training, Special Olympics, grants for the Office of Disability, SNAP, that's food stamps, financial aid for school payment, universities, agreements to the Center for Disease Controls to organizations working on epilepsy, AIDS, blood disorders, other chronic conditions, any people who are out here taking care of anyone disabled, done. Anyone that's on Section 8 or housing, done. Matter of fact, the lady across from me, the couple, I know he's disabled, and I know the wife has like a mental disability. The point is, because of their issues, the government was paying for their apartment. Now they got a letter that they're not getting no rent for February 1st. So how is this couple gonna pay their rent? So now we're gonna have people homeless within the first 5 weeks. The first week of February, and they decide to do this shit in the middle of the month. No warning, no nothing. Boop, the end. It's just crazy to do things like this. They're supposed to review where all the money goes. So here's the thing, you review it, figure it out, and then make changes. You don't freeze everyone out and then that. So now your girl, I can get my meds, I can go to the doctors, and as of now I can buy no food from the grocery store. So I asked this lovingly, and I have health issues and reason I am home. So I ask you, Trump supporters and the ones who voted for Trump, are you pleased? Are you happy? I'm generally, because yeah, let me know down below. Are you pleased with what you have done? And then want to come on social media and complain and ask for help. We tried to help. We tried to tell you. We tried to tell y'all the facts. We tried to give it to you. And all y'all would say is, y'all are uneducated. You're stupid. Or you're morons. Or y'all lazy. Or you're this. Or you blacks. Or you Mexicans. Now it's the racist thing, right? Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody was more concerned over, we did not want a woman or a black person running this country. Trump is doing everything like a medical school, memory lane. I do have the Coco Chanel still that we have to do. Like I said, there's some shipwrecks. Now, I'm being honest, right? I did ask on my community post, but I did not know that they had a Diddy series. I think it was called The Fall of Diddy or something, and I only noticed that or found out about that during the Breakfast Club. I listen to them daily. They are a hot mess. Again, they're not for the weak and they're not for everyone, but they were playing some clips, and some of them I just said, oh my god, did that really happen? And then I said, wait a minute, does the YouTube family or the Majestic family, do you guys want me to watch and just report things that I did not report at all? So I think as of now, let me check. You know what, Devin does this stuff for me. He always checks my community posts, especially. Okay, so it's clear. Oh well, damn. 89% of y'all want me to watch The Fall of Diddy and report anything new. 89% said hell yeah, and 11% said nope. Let's click and do. Oh, my Day Day. I love me my Day Day. I was just been watching all of her videos, and I watched her get into the Tay, if you're watching this shit, girl, you had me dying. Not you going through the airport talking about people. Listen, that was the funniest. Like, Tay has a mind like me. Like, her thoughts, she say out loud. That is so me. But yeah, my Day Day, she told me that she watched it and thought of me. And so, yeah. So I will be starting to get through that. But oh my god, this next one, and truth be told, when I posted this on my community tab, I did not think that this many people, because the Diddy question was 308 votes, right? But on the Blake Lively drama, holy shit, that got 439 votes, and 80% said yes, 20% said no. Oh my god, yes, please cover it. You're coming back, hopefully. Oh, and then Day Day again. I love me my Day Day. She was like, oh, dude. Yeah. So, the Blake Lively, I don't know where to begin. That is just, I did a quick peek because the drama was just getting so much that, first of all, I know Blake, but I don't. What show was that? It's a blank. I first met Blake on that show, and I cannot think of what show it was. It was some rich girls all in the city or something. God, what was her name? V or B? I think it was B. What the? I'm so bothered. Gossip Girls. Was it Gossip Girls? Wait a minute. Hold up. I think it was Gossip Girls. Oh no, it was her. Oh damn, I had them all back. Okay, so there was a B in Gossip Girls, but that was the wrong character. But yes, Blake Lively was in Gossip Girls, and that's when I first got introduced to her. Gossip Girls came out in 2007. That being said, I kind of glanced into the drama briefly, and at one point I thought it was complicated, but it really does not seem to be complicated. It's just stuff popped off on the film that she was doing, and then, but I thought it had to do with like her husband and cheating and this and that, but now that I got the gist of it, you guys want to know it. So but yeah, I'll be talking about Blake. I gotta get that whole drama into one, but I have no idea when I will drop these videos. But yeah, look out for the Blake, look out for the fall of Diddy. I will be doing some more shipwrecks. What else did I mention? Oh, the Coco Chanel. Now, Vince McMahon, YouTube, I don't know why they're still messing with me with that video. I don't know, but we also have Vince to do. I don't know if I forgot anything, because like I said, I kind of took YouTube out of my brain. By the way, for 2025, I beg everyone, if you're gonna write a comment under a video or whatever, please make sure it makes sense. Like, if you're gonna come for someone, please make sure your shit makes sense at least. I had a situation that somebody was commenting under one of my posts or whatever, and the person was trying to give me praise or something, or maybe she was telling me off and the other girl praise. I'm not even sure which one, but when I just said the basic wait what, she got mad at me because I couldn't understand the shit that she wrote, and there was no punctuation. It was ongoing sentences, like non-stop. She didn't say okay, Majestic, da 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 da, and then talking about the other person, or she didn't even like let us know who she was talking about. This person was talking about like reporting channels and shit and all this type of nonsense. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then she's mad at me that I didn't understand the shit that she wrote. So for 2025, whether it's praise, whether you're telling people off or whatever, make sure it makes sense. Just proofread the stuff that you're writing, because don't get mad when people cannot figure out what you're saying. What else do I have? I think that's it for now in regards to what I have lined up, or what I had, because these are things that were lined up even before the YouTube drama happened. So, and I think that's about it. So what have I been doing over here? Well, my motto is for 2025 is to be happy no matter what, right? I'm telling you, 2025 is a different beast. It's a different beast. I'm not here for it. I'm not gonna be this nice person anymore. I'm just kind of over it. I am. And if you come with the nonsense in in my comments than prepare for a nonsense response. It kills me when people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you responded like that. Well, here's the thing, I can't believe you even wrote that shit. How about that? And it's not what people write, it's how they write it. It's how they write it. People can have an opinion or whatever, but it's how you know. And so, but what else? I refuse to be unhappy, and I refuse to also waste my time and someone else's time. There's no more long, drawn out anything. None of that. I'm not wasting my time. And again, I refuse to not be happy. I don't care who you are. My new motto for 2025 as well is, how I left you in 2024 is where you'll be left. There is no changing. So if I blocked you in 2024, that's where you will stay. There is no finding me. There is no second chances. There is none of that shit. I'm done. I am tired of giving people chances and they show me exactly who they are. I'm done. There's nope. I'm not putting myself out for no one. If I'm not feeling you, I'm blocking you, keeping it moving. I'm not looking for you. I'm blocking you on everything. I am more about happiness than anything. I have enough problems as is in this world, and I'm not making anyone or any outsider another one of my problems. I'm done. Also, too, for me, moving forward, I don't think, actually, I know for a fact that I cannot deal with anyone that's not over the age of 40. I'm done. I am so done with the bullshit. I am done. And even with the 40, damn it, you have to be 42 or plus to even say hello to me. Seriously, I'm on some grown people nonsense. I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. And all these people who are out here running the streets then when I heard that Dexter was back on TV, I'm like, oh my god, they're making the son like the now new killer. No, I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. I was completely wrong. This is how it all started, right? I don't want to give anything away, but if anyone knows anything about Dexter TV show, it was always him talking about the code and how his father Harry or Henry, whichever one, taught him the code. So if you don't know, Dexter is a serial killer, right? But his father, like when he was growing up, his father knew that he was going to be a killer, right? So his father said, okay, if you're going to kill, we have to have a code. And his code was to kill people who deserved it, like people who were rapists or who were predators that somehow or another got away with the court system or whatever. Dexter was the one that was cleaning up the streets. Anyway, this new Dexter is basically showing us how everything got started. And I love it because if you watched Dexter and now you're watching this new one, you will see the characters. Like everyone fits when they were younger to what they grow up to be. Listen, I'm loving it. I'm loving Dexter. That's back on. I did watch a movie called Don't Move. Listen, take it or leave it. There's also there are some TV shows that are new that I want to talk about. Oh, I've been watching this show called The Pit. If you are into medical shows like me, this is a medical show like The Resident or something, but that's actually on Max. But I did watch The Pit, and then the other show I watched was High Potential. I likes that. It's about a lady who is a typical mom who was a cleaning lady, I think for like the FBI or the police station, whatever. But she has a really good eye and a good memory, and so she ends up helping the police department with her, quirky ways. And it's just like her ways. It's actually a really refreshing show. Just, but High Potential is definitely the one. I think that was it. By the way, there's a show called School Spirits that's on Peacock that I know a lot of people have been talking about. I think the new season is coming out. There was something